guys, welcome to another episode of Our2Cents, and we are at the beautiful Vipingo Ridge with Wanjira.
Hello!
Of course, you guys have probably, seen her awesome pictures of, aside from landscapes, but of her bikini body, that I don't know who doesn't even like her bikini body. Whoever doesn't like her bikini body has an issue. Because I'm like one of the first people as a woman to appreciate another woman, and it's just like she's just so beautiful.
Aw, thanks, beautiful.
And such a nice spirit, as I've said before. But I think we should get down into it. How do you maintain that body of yours?
Okay, so basically, you know what I always remind people, as young people, but as young women especially, our bodies are really susceptible to change. So it's very, very plausible that you'll gain weight, you'll lose weight, and it could be over a span of a year, over a span of a few months. And it's also because we have so much going on emotionally, you know what I mean? We're a generation that has 1,000 jobs and all those kind of things. Plus, Kenyans wear very many hats. So I gained some weight last year.
You did?
Yes, I had gained some weight and I wanted to...
I'm like, where?
She's so silly. And I wanted to lose it. So I started going to the gym vigorously, got myself a trainer, and just went ham sandwich on that. But you can go to the gym all you want and it will sculpt your body and you will lose some weight and what have you, but also don't listen to scales when you're gymming because you can also look like you're gaining weight when really you're gaining muscle. So you have to take that into consideration.
So numbers aren't really...
Yes, are not really what you want to see. You want to pay attention to your body and what it's doing.
Is it like
so my body
toning
was,
up?
Precisely. So my body was toning, it was sculpting, but I wasn't eating exactly what I should have been eating, let's put it that way. So,
like, for example, what were you eating?
You know, it could have been, I've always been a veg and meat person and all those kind of things, and I'm a healthy food person, that's how I grew up, but portions can also be a thing. So, I saw somebody else and I got right with my diet, and ever since then, really, I eat everything and drink anything, but I'm super, super balanced and just really making sure that I've got my yin and my yang in check when it comes to my diet.
Okay, so give us an example of previously what were the portion sizes and now what are you looking at?
I was probably eating like twice as much without even realizing it. First of all, you're eating silly things, right?
Okay.
So it's like, oh, let me have samosas for breakfast. They're fried, they're not your friend. Pasta for lunch, you're also gonna feel sluggish, not your friend.
Yeah.
And then on set, they're giving you white rice and a stew that has way too much oil.
Everyone likes white rice and stew on set.
It's not your friend. First of all, anything white is just never, which I've known since time immemorial because of my health fanatic parents, but white food is really not good for you. There's no benefit to it.
At least get brown rice or something.
Yeah, brown rice, brown ugali, all those kind of things, they're way healthier for you. They make your food, they make your plate more colorful, if you ask me.
It does.
Right? Now instead of just constantly, I was eating out all the time, and I'm sure you can relate to this. You got to be careful when you're eating out because you still want to be making the right choices, and you want to make sure that things aren't crazy affected by oil, salt, and things like this. Salt is going to retain water. It's going to make you bloated. You're just going to look and feel bigger.
That's true.
So now I would say typically a meal looks like egg whites, two egg whites, maybe some peppers in that bad boy, salt, pepper. Spices are like totally fine. Herb it up, that's like perfectly good. Sometimes I put paprika in my eggs.
Do you like chili?
Bomb. I love chili, couldn't live without it.
And actually chili has a lot of vitamin C and it stimulates, digestion and all these
Precisely, your metabolism, so it's brilliant for you. I would say lunch looks like you can have that with like a slice of rye bread or, just coffee. I usually like my coffee with milk. Sometimes I take black coffee because milk doesn't always agree with me. And then
you'll be surprised. Actually, a lot of people become over time lactose intolerant.
Yeah, or at least maybe not necessarily intolerant, but sensitive, like hypersensitive to to lactose. So now like what's another one? Then for lunch, grilled chicken. Like a grilled chicken breast, some steamed or sauteed veg.
Less oil. I can see that in your diet.
Yes. Steamed or sauteed veg is my friend. Love garlic. Again, spices galore, pili pili, onion, all dope.
Yeah.
And then for dinner, it could be anything from tofu to a cheese salad to, just remember your protein. First of all, protein is your friend because it makes sure that it fills you up and that you don't get hungry.
Okay.
But by the same token, just making sure that you incorporate fruit and veg is also really important. That's what I've found on my journey.
But aside from eating well, I mean, your midsection is quite toned. Yeah, and it's not like she edited any photo, because I will be there as a witness. I've seen it in the flesh, all right?
That's true. I don't have somebody on deck to do that. But when I get to that Amber Rose status,
yeah, that's a whole other world.
You're not ready. You're not ready for those photos.
So, what are some simple exercises you can give, like tips to our viewers, like how to, you know, maintain that like slim, and it's not crazy defined, but it's just enough to look healthy and fit?
Well, crunches. You can't go wrong with crunches. And there are a lot of these 30-day challenges and things like that.
Right.
Take them up, take them seriously, and when you're eating right, I think it's really fun when you do it with a friend. I had so many friends who were doing it together and things like this, and so that works really well. Another thing is just don't you might want like a really firm section. Yes. And so plank away, do your 1 minute, 2 minute planks. Those are also really, really beneficial.
Absolutely.
But you look really strange when you're only working out one part of your body, right? Like everyone makes fun of chicken legs, for example.
Or small head, big body.
Yeah, it looks bizarre. You know, you've got like a dangling neck, but then your arms are the size of it. It can even make people think you're taking steroids over here. So to avoid that, it's always best to do to either work out your body in pieces over the week, or just make sure you're doing a relatively full body workout. Okay. You know? Cardio is also really nice because it keeps things trim and lean. So, you know, it's good to always make sure you're on the go. If you're sitting in the office a lot, make sure that you take the steps. You know, it's little things like that sometimes.
You've
not
walked
using
up
the elevator.
19 floors?
Absolutely not. I've not done one row.
I was about to say liar.
But like if you're on the 6th floor,
okay,
you know what I mean? Yeah. Why not just walk instead? You know what I mean? I have stairs in my apartment. I love it.
It's so funny. One of our security guys, I'm gonna call him out, Jose. He gets off at the 18th floor.
And then he always walks up one.
Yeah, and then he walks up one.
And then you're always annoyed that you just
and he tries to beat you.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. It's just a good moment.
It is kind of hilarious. But then I'm just like, you're slowing me down, and I'm trying to get to the fuse. Nevertheless, yeah, I would say those are some good ones. Planking really helps.
So like small changes here and there, and all about making good choices, even if you're out and about. Try and make good choices. How much water do you drink?
I was just about to say that. Do you live in my head? You're so weird.
I have this thing where I'm pretty good with talking to people.
Okay, but the thing is, I was just about to say, water is your best friend. First of all, it makes you feel full. A lot of times people think, it's not even about tricking your body into feeling full. It's actually that a lot of people think they're hungry when they're thirsty. They're probably dehydrated to some extent. So it's really important to make sure that you're getting your intake of water. I know people say 8 glasses a day or 2 liters or whatever. You know what? It's going to work differently for different bodies is what I always say, because we're individuals, so I think it's a little ridiculous. But I would just say make sure you're taking at least 1 liter a day, which is about 2 of these. This is like 500 ml, right? Yeah, so it's like 2 of these.
Because you're also getting your water intake from the fruits and vegetables.
If you're having watermelon, precisely, things like this. So it's good to be conscious of that. Yeah.
Well, I think this was a pretty informative session with Wanjira, because I want that body.
You got that body.
Not quite. Not quite.
We're all a work in progress.
Yes, we're, you know, just a long process, but hey, we're a work in progress. Anyways, thank you so much, Wanjira, for joining me on Our2Cents. And thank you, Vipinko Ridge, for hosting us. And remember, it's only a 15-minute flight from Diani, from Ukunda Airstrip, thanks to Fly Safari Link. And I guess I'll see you next time.
Was it even less? I feel like we went like this, and then all of a sudden we were there. It was so cool.
Yeah, it was really
So
short.
it's so short. Like, it's
was really
amazing.
short. Well, like 15 minutes or less.
Yeah, and it's gorgeous too. So.
Yeah. And you just fly up north a little bit, and then you have the sisal farms, you have a golf course. You're also a few minutes away from Kilifi and all these parts. So come to the coast, guys. Tembeya, Kenya. I know I said that.
Tembeya, Kenya, baby.
Did you like that? Tembeya, Kenya. Have a good time and see you next time.
Ciao.
Bye.
Check out our 2 Cents playlist for more videos and don't forget to subscribe.